Hey everyone, and welcome to Raw Reviews, where we take an unedited look at some of our favorite photography accessories. I'm Nick, along with Nikolai from Cameta Camera. What are we looking at today?
Well, first off, long time no see, guys. It's been, I want to say, a few months since we've done one of these.
Yeah, it's been, a little bit, but we've got something new for you that we want to share with you, and
it is the Fotopro UFO2 flexible tripod.
That's right. Now, you may be familiar with other name brand tripods.
Like the Joby Gorilla Pod.
Exactly. That's been around a while. It's kind of famous, and pretty much every photographer I know has one of those hanging around so that when they go traveling or if they need to just have an extra pair of hands, they have something that they can grip onto pretty much any surface around any pole or tree branch or park bench or whatever, and they can set it on there. And when you go traveling, something like that is really handy so you can get family shots and group shots and selfies where you don't have your arm in the frame.
Yeah, me personally, I don't like carrying big tripods on me, even the really nice compact ones.
Yeah, me neither.
I just like the Joby because it's so simple. It can fit actually in the camera bag. And that's why this one's, I think, even cooler because it's a lot smaller and a lot thinner.
Yeah, and it has a different, Fotopro basically did their own take on the Joby design, so I don't think it goes anywhere near a patent infringement or anything like that.
Completely different legs.
It's completely different. Joby, their design is basically a bunch of little interlocking balls that kind of bend and shape around different things, and each one of those different balls has a little rubber ring around it, which allows it to grab onto things. What Fotopro did is that they took these legs and made them out of basically a thick stainless steel wire and covered them with this big thick rubber coating, meaning that you can bend this thing pretty much any way that you want.
And it's super, super grippy.
And it's really strong and it's really grippy. So this is a completely different take, but the same kind of concept where you can take this along with you and pretty much put it anywhere, mount it to anywhere. It's really, really versatile.
Yeah. Now this isn't going to replace the very heavyweight Joby models.
Right.
The Gorilla Pods that can hold like, a DSLR, it can hold up to like, what, 11 pounds, some of those things?
Right. This one is meant to hold up to 1.7 pounds. So that would accommodate basically a point-and-shoot camera, an action camera, a smaller mirrorless camera like this A6300
with a small lens.
With a small lens, not like one of the bigger telephoto lens, but if you're, travel-sized cameras, as well as smartphones.
Yep, and I do believe it actually does come with a smartphone mount with
this.
Yes,
it does. So let's go over some of the features of the UFO2. Number one, it folds down nice and flat, and you can actually use this as sort of like a handle for doing video work as well.
And let's say this is a little too long for your bag.
It is about a foot long, I would say.
That's
right.
Like you showed me before. You can bend it, make it a little more compact.
Yeah, so that way you can fit it into pretty much any kind of bag. Nice.
Look at that, nice and tiny.
So once you've got the legs popped out here, they can go straight, and then you've got these little angles here, these little hinges where you can put the legs out, and now it's a perfect tripod.
There you go.
And again, these tripod legs can be wrapped pretty much around anything. I happen to have a large tripod over here to simulate a tree branch or handlebars or some other kind of item that you might want to use to support your camera. And I'll put this oldie but goodie prop camera here on this tripod so we can show you what it would look like.
And that should be able to fit, an RX100 on it, Sony.
Yes.
What other point and shoots are there out there that are current? Panasonic's got some good
LX
ones.
series, for example. Fujifilm actually has their fixed lens cameras, right? So that, what is the X100 series?
Yeah. What's the other one? The waterproof one.
Yeah, the XP
really
series, and those are really
popular.
popular.
Because I would go with this because I believe this is water resistant, right?
Yes, the legs themselves are waterproof. You can see, if you look really closely, that this rubber sleeve that goes around the wire portion of the leg is completely seamless. There's nowhere on there for water to intrude. So where the Joby design could kind of get dirty, you could get some crud inside of the little joints and things. There's no joints here. This is just a single piece. So you can use this in the water, you can use it in salt water, you can use it out on the trail, pretty much anywhere. If this gets dirty or wet, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So let's say you're out on that trail and you wanted to get a nice shot. You could just wrap this baby around a tree branch And then you can get a nice portrait of yourself in front of a giant sequoia.
Yeah, and you can see how the rubber grip really does like latch onto that and it doesn't really slide down or anything.
Yeah, this is a nice smooth surface. I mean, you could use it on a rougher surface like a tree branch or something, and it would provide an even better grip. But on this completely smooth metal surface, I mean, this is a 5-pound tripod at the very least. It's a Manfrotto, for God's sake.
So park benches, like railings, stuff like that. It should have fences. It should have no problem with any of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can put, you know, we'll try a couple different cameras on here. Like I said, it can support the point and shoots, and it can also support the, oops,
wrong way,
larger cameras, such as a A6000, A6300.
Look at that.
There you go. So that's not too shabby. And then, why don't you bring that up so you can show this over here. It's a locking ball head so that you can swivel your camera around and you can position your camera wherever you want. I'll do it with the Sony over here.
And then you can lock it in.
And you lock it in at whatever position. Well, I'm having trouble with mine.
There you go.
Forget it.
It's a weird angle, that's
Yeah,
why.
I'm at a weird angle. So as you can see, it's pretty versatile. It can grab onto pretty much anything. If you wanted to mount it up on your shoulder like you were the Predator or something like that, you can do that. Not only can it go around, you know, poles and branches and things like that, but it can also be mounted on sort of uneven surfaces. So if you're taking pictures of waterfalls and you've got nothing but a bunch of slippery rocks everywhere, you can take this and you can contort the legs so that it can grip onto pretty much anything, or at least give you a stable surface. And then you can make sure that you have a nice level shot. And that'll also give you the opportunity to be a weirdo, yes, but you can also...
I'm just thinking, like if you wanted to like put like an action camera or something on you and kind of like walking vlog, I mean, you may look a little weird, but...
Speaking of action cameras,
it could work.
It does come with an action camera mount. This is specifically made for GoPros and the like, so you can just pop that on there and you can see how that would work. It's very simple. These tripods have a standard 1/4-inch tripod mount, so it's pretty much compatible with anything out there, but in this case you've got the adapter so that it can hook onto your GoPro.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, what I was thinking for the use of this in my personal kit, this would be great to mount like a little LED light on. So you could have like a little work light.
Something like this?
You can make like a modeling light out of it. If you have an assistant with you on a shoot and you want to get some better angles.
If you don't have an assistant on your shoot,
instead of,
you can use this as you know, an extra set of hands.
Yeah, so you can either hold it like that, but then if you have this, you have extended reach.
Aha.
If you have the assistant, they can get a little higher.
Now,
you could also, again, like you said, just mount it somewhere.
We use an example for your photography. You do a lot of horror photography, right?
Low light, work with a lot of haunted houses.
Yeah, so a lot of that underlighting, you know, that spooky lighting or from the side or whatever, you could use this if you wanted.
Yeah, just like that.
To just grab it.
And you know, a lot of these places are kind of, floors aren't the kind of the cleanest things in the world.
So definitely having a dust-proof, waterproof light would help.
Yes,
see,
and a very bright light in my eyes.
Spookier than ever. Ooh. But you get the idea. Okay, so this is very versatile. It can be used for anything. You could use this as a shop light if you wanted to. If you are doing walkthroughs, vlogs, if you're like doing some kind of demonstration, you can use this to set up a little camcorder. You know, camcorders are great. Or your smartphone, because did I mention that it also comes with a smartphone mount?
Yeah, it comes with a bunch of little accessories.
Can you hold on to that, my friend?
No, I will not hold on to it because it's a tripod.
So this is a little universal smartphone mount. This works with phones up to 3.5 inches in width. So that's pretty much all of your standard phones out there. I don't know if it'll fit the really big, like, phablet kind of phones. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know if it would fit my iPhone 8 Plus.
Do you have it?
I do.
Try it. Why not? I think
it's got a pretty decently thin case, so if you want to hold that down. Oh no, look at that.
Ka-ching.
Perfect.
There you go. So that fits the largest iPhone on the market.
With a case on.
And also because I already have it synced up, we'll put in my cruddy Metro PCS phone over here.
On this.
There we go. And not only does it come with the smartphone mount,
It's on the paper. That's why it slipped.
but it also comes with a little Bluetooth remote. Now this is pretty easy to sync up with your camera, and let me see if I've got our cameraman in the frame over there. There he is. So I can take a picture of him just using my Bluetooth remote. Click, and hopefully that worked.
Yeah, you have it on silent mode, so. Click it. There, see?
There we go.
I saw the shutter.
It took one, it took one. There you go, see? Easy as pie. And it also comes with a little wrist strap. So for $18.99.
I was about to say, do we even mention the price?
We didn't mention the price, but it's a pretty amazing price for something that's this versatile and of this high quality. For $18.99, you get this great tripod that comes with a smartphone mount, comes with a Bluetooth remote, comes with a action cam adapter, and comes with a wrist strap. And again, this is so versatile and so useful and such a great value that I can't believe that I actually don't own one already, because I can buy it for cost.
I'm sure you will after this video.
Yeah, so what you should do is head over to cameta.com and get your Fotopro UFO2 today for just $18.99.